Assalamu alaikum, this is Noman. Hope you all are fine. Today in this video we will learn about invoice in QuickBooks. So as you all know that invoice is a document that we give to our customers whenever we sell a product. So an invoice can contain all the information related to amount and product which you are going to sell your customer, and it will be helpful for both your customer and yourself as well. So first of all we will see that how and from where we can create an invoice. So in your home page, go to create invoices, and in the first bar QuickBooks is asking you that for which customer you are making this invoice. So you can select any customer here. For example, I will select Mr. Irtaza. In the next bar is template. Here QuickBooks is giving you following templates, and you can select any of the template which suits your company and your business. And I think the best invoice in QuickBooks is intuit product invoice, which will have all the tabs which are required for a full and final invoice. So click on intuit product invoice, and here is a date bar. Here you will select the date on which you are going to make this invoice. The next is invoice number, and here in the next bar it is the bill to address, that where this invoice will be billed. And the next bar is ship to address, that where you will supply your product to conduct. And you can also copy the same address there. And the next bar is PO number. It is called purchase order number, that whenever you sell any product to your customer, before selling this product gives you a purchase order. It has all the information that what your customer is demanding from you. So if your customer has already given you a purchase order, you can provide the purchase order number here, and if not, then just leave this space as empty. And the next one is payment terms. If you have already enabled some payment terms in your customer section, then it will write the same payment terms here. The next one is rep, rep. It's the representative. The representative is the any person who is helping you in making this sale. So he can be any one of your employee, any one of your vendor, or any other person. So here, if you have any person which is helping you in this sale, you can select that person's name by adding a new name, and if you have no, then you can just select cancel and leave the space as empty. The next one is shipping date, at which date your product will be shipped your customer. The next one is via which method you are going to ship your product to your customer. So in QuickBooks there are following methods given, and if you can select any one of them you can, otherwise you will have to add a new method here. So let's select any of the method from here. We will select DHL. And the next bar is FOB. FOB is basically a QuickBooks related term. It will tells you that who will be the responsible for all the risks and rewards of your product when it will be shipping to your customer. For example, if you have agreed with your customer that you will ship the product to its doorstep, then all the risks and rewards are with you. But if it is already agreed in your agreement that your customer will be responsible for all the risks and rewards just when your product will go out of your premises, then he will be the responsible person. So here in FOB we can write as destination, that it's our responsibility to ship the product at the doorstep of our customer. So we will be responsible for all the risks and rewards of our product. And the next bar is quantity, that any of the item you will select from your inventory will be here. For example, here we'll select a graphic adapter. Here in this bar we will write its quantity required by our customer that we are going to sell to him. For example, we are going to sell him 4 graphic adapters, and in the description bar, if you have already added any description in your items and services, it will be shown here. And the next one is your selling price, and the next one is amount is basically just the quantity multiplied by selling price, and I mean that is the total amount. And in the last column it will be mentioned as that the product is taxable or non-taxable, so you can select any. For example, here we will select taxable. The next one is and at the bottom of your invoice it is a tax bar. Here it is selected as default sales tax, which is federal sales tax, and its percentage is 17%. The next one is total amount. Amount is consist of both the total amount of your product as well as the total amount of your sales tax. And the next is balance due, the amount that your customer will pay to you. And on the left side here it's a customer message box, which you can use for the growth of better customer relations. And here you can use some pre-written messages by QuickBooks, like all work is complete, it's been a pleasure working with you, please remit to above address, thank you for your business. And you can also add any new sentence which you will like. And if you want to write something more for your customer, you can write here in the next bar memo. And if you just want a single sentence, you can place it here in the above bar customer message box. And the next here, the small box, it is for customer tax code. This customer tax code overrules all the tax systems. For example, here this customer is taxable and the product we are selling to this customer is also taxable. But if here on the bottom I will select non-taxable, it will change the above tax title, and now the complete sale is 0 rated sale. So these were all the parts of QuickBooks Intuit product invoice. And now we will learn that how to create multiple invoices at once. So whenever we used to sell a same product of same quantity at the same time to our different customers, we used to create multiple invoices. So for this, what we have to do is just go to your customers. In the drop down, go to create batch invoices, and let's read it first. Batch invoicing uses individual customer information, term, sales tax, and send method to create invoices. Before creating batch invoices, be sure you set up your customer information correctly. So QuickBooks is telling us that when you will create multiple invoices at once, the QuickBooks application will take this particular information, payment term, sales tax information, and sending method information of each customer from their customer panel. So whenever you are going to create a batch invoice, be sure you set up your customer information correctly, and if there is any information which is not correct, you have to go to your customer center first, correct all the information there, and then you can make a batch invoice. Okay, so let's select OK, and here it is your customer list. It has all your customers which are your active customers. And now you can select any of your customers and you can make a group, and to this whole group you can send same invoices for the same product. So for selecting our customers from this list, and now as you can see, we have added 4 customers in a new group to whom we will send a new invoice, and we will sell same type of product at the same time. So we will give it a name. From here we can add new name, and since there are 4 customers, maybe these are the main 4 customers of our company, so we can write here big 4. Select save, and Now you can see that here we have a different billing group, big four, with four customers: Mr. Ali Amin, Muhammad Ahmad, Irtuza Ali, and Iftikhar Taj. Select save group and select next. And the next window, as you can see, is your intuit product invoice. And here you can select any of your item which you are going to sell to your customer, its quantity, and some other related information as well. For example, here we are going to sell a Dell desktop as well as a graphic adapter and an HP laptop. So now we will select their quantity. And its total amount is now 1,38,000. Here we can select any customer message which will be sent to all of our 4 customers. And as everything has been done, so select next. Now you can see that 4 different invoices have made for our 4 customers, and with their different information, like they all have different payment terms. For example, Mr. Ali Amin have net 30, Muhammad Ahmad have net 30, but Irtaza Ali have net 15. Also there are different sending methods. For example, print method is for Mr. Irtaza Ali and for Mr. Iftikhar Taj, but for Mr. Ali Amin and Mr. Muhammad Ahmad, we have not decided any sending method still, but we can do it later, or we can just save the invoice with ourselves, and when the customer will come, we can pass it by hand. And there are also different types of tax rate according to each customer, and but the amount of the product is same for each customer. And now you can select create invoices. And now QuickBooks is telling you here that your invoices are created. They are marked for print or email based on each customer's preferred send method. So QuickBooks is telling you that 2 of your customers will receive their invoice via print method, and 0 customers have marked for email, and 0 customer is marked for email, and 2 customers are unmarked. You can send them later. So select close, and now you can see you have made multiple invoices at once, and you can check it here from your invoice section. Here you can check your invoices from these 2 arrows by moving forward and backward. So if I will select the backward arrow, it will show me the invoices which have been made till now. So it is an invoice for our Mr. Iftikhar Taj. It's the invoice number 20. And now invoice number 19 with the same product, same quantity for Mr. Irtaza Ali. Invoice number 18 with the same product, same quantity for Mr. Muhammad Ahmad. And at last, invoice number 17 for Mr. Ali Amin with the same quantity of same product. So this is how we made multiple invoices at once. So just save and close. So it was all for today. Hope you liked the video, and please subscribe the channel if you have not subscribed yet. Thanks for watching.